Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. Quite a few months ago and quite a few vlogs ago I told you that I'd put my land up for sale. I've had 3 offers and I've accepted the 3rd. I'm on my way to the solicitors to hand over 2 forms of ID. Beautiful offices I've ever seen. Absolutely striking. I felt so scruffy and insignificant. I've come from the farm or the yard, but they're actually agricultural specialists, so I shouldn't be feeling out of place at all. In fact, I think half their clients, no matter how swanky their offices are, I think half their clients actually walk in with wellies. I used to take fella there a lot when he was young. There used to be a coffee shop where everybody took their dogs, but it just didn't work for me and fella. So we just opted for climbing fells instead. I know I'm putting that mildly, but quite a bit of a hill here. Just need to find out the name of this castle. Tons of people stood around videoing this, so I'm not out of place at all. I think when there's festivals and things, this features quite a bit. With me and other people as they stand still and I'm walking backwards. Right guys, I wasn't going to put this in here because I'm trying to make this a really calming vlog, you know, something pretty charming, bit of upbeat fun, but no, some BOLLOCKS still has to happen, so I'm just going to put it in there. So I need to really have a word with the owner of the base. His horse, just like, look at him, you'd think it's just a calm horse grazing. He just charged out of his stable, so basically he breaks out of his stable and I need to have a word with his owner to tell him he needs to fix that lock. Now the problem is, what happened was, I'm trying to bring Lara back into work. And the next thing, she's flagtail snorting and moving about like some kind of dressage diva, which she absolutely is not. But the problem was, I had her on and this guy, he's 18 hands. I had her on a lunge line. I had Bo, who was suddenly, you know, flipped his lid because his best mate has just... Do you know what it's like to have an 18-hander charging out of this stable and you are directly in their path? So after that, I just thought, okay, stay calm, put Lara back in her stable and sort this out. She wouldn't. She was snort, flagtail, prance, the prancing part I don't mind, all because of this. And I'm trying to get her back now. I didn't want to just... So my next thought was, right, I'm going to phone the owner and tell him, please come back, please sort this out. But he's just got himself, so I'm trying to walk backwards to the equestrian centre, and I didn't want to ruin it for him because he's taken the other guy with him, and I didn't want to ruin his day out because Wednesday is his special day. Because he would have stopped everything and he would have turned the trailer around and come back, and I thought, no, I'm not going to ruin it for him, but I just need to tell him, please fix that door, because that was bloody horrible. I'm trying to bring the girl back into work. Oh God. Sorry, I've got a bucket in my hand. Guess where we are? Look at this gorgeous day. I haven't even got her ramp down, just been chatting to Chris. Look what he's selling. How much are these coasters, Chris? Give me the price again. Yes. Oh, shit.
Stop that.
No. Thank you. Right, I'll see you when I get back.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. Having a good old chat with Chris after ages. So he was saying how everybody's skint after Christmas and January's basically dead. I get that. This is so nice for Lara. This is her first time off the yard in... It's got to be... Oh, is it over a month? I've got to check. Don't know if the GoPro's catching the seagull that looks behind me. Not that flexible. I am flexible, not that. I'll let her have some grass. Say thank you to this person. I don't normally let you have grass. Not when you're in full work, I don't. But at the start, I don't mind. I don't mind right at the start. Good, happy experiences all round. Come on. So Chris was saying how some butty van owners just shut up shop completely for January. Makes sense. And then he said, come March, whoosh, everybody's loaded again. He was saying how everybody waits for their first paycheck in the middle of January. So I'm guessing that will be today or tomorrow. We're just going to be doing lots of this. This is not normal to see this on my channel because she's mostly in ridden work, and I suppose when we've had breaks I didn't have the channel, so we will be doing a fair bit of this for a while. Funny part of me thinks it teaches them bad habits, but you can hopefully get them out of those habits when the need arises. Thank you. Look, I'm going to be chatting a lot of shit because I haven't ridden out in a while. Well, I have a little bit. Teeny. That 10 minutes at the yard doesn't count. Got to film the old Land Rover. No consideration, and that's typical. Who cares? We're out, hey girl, we're out. You're going to be a nice, calm girl. I know that. Yeah. Ooh, green light as well. Oh, what a lovely girl. You need to start seeing all things again, don't you? You just need to start seeing things again, hey, and hearing things too. Oh, what's this? It's interesting. Hey. Good girl. See, it's no big deal. It's all a load of malarkey that you've seen a million, zillion, gazillion times. I'm filming all little things that I don't normally bother when we're in full work. Just saw these two women with the most amazing dogs, like striking. I'm trying to think what they were. Maybe one was a husky and one was a husky mix. Normally I'm not a fan of people that own huskies because they don't do anything with them. I've seen lots of people, I've actually seen people in high-rise apartments with huskies, but those women that I just saw, they look like they take those dogs everywhere. Yeah, now I'm talking about my days back in London. I saw a couple of owners that lived in a high-rise flat, and of course that means nothing. They could take the dog everywhere. The size of your property. I mean, I could actually say the opposite. People with like really large gardens and they have like a big large dog and they never take it anywhere. So that's way worse than living in a high-rise. But you know, take your dog out everywhere all the time. Anyway, why are we talking about dogs? We're here, the seaside town of Pilling. So I think Pilling is classed more as a village and Knott End is classed as a seaside town. So guys, all we're doing is 4 miles. We're doing the 2-mile coastal hack to the entrance to the beach area. There's all bridleways and things around there, but we're not going around there because they're a bit more challenging and we're not going that far. And normally when we're in full work, we often don't go there. There's lots of stinky stuff around there. And we're doing the 2 miles back. So that's what we're doing. So it would be a good idea to trot her outward bound a little bit more. So my sneaking suspicions were correct, that she would be a lot calmer. Okay guys, here's a really odd one for you. Everybody says, oh, when you take your horse to the beach, does that make them really fuzzy and excited? It actually makes Lara incredibly calm. And most people would be like, oh, I don't want that. I want my horse to be excited at the beach. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't want them to be. Don't get me wrong, we love a good blast. But there's something about the sea air. So where she could get herself really worked up on a hack off the yard, I could bring her here, and there's something about it. I cannot explain it. I'm not trying to be weird or zen-like, but there's the serenity of this place that if you want your horse to be fuzzy and go for a gallop, you can. But if you want your horse to be calm and serene, certainly in my case, this is where I bring her, which is, I think, the complete opposite of people's perception of the beach. Without saying the word therapy or bringing the horse back, therapy, it's just therapeutic, not just for people, but clearly for them, because the effect it has on her. And then when I want that excitement later, eventually, not now, we'll get it on the beach. Seen this guy for ages. Let's see if I can twist the GoPro around. Yeah, so I think the last time I used the GoPro, or I attempted to, I broke the thumb screw because it got replaced. Gosh, we're going back to lolloping along vlog now. It got replaced upside down. If anybody's watched those vlogs, you'll have heard me talking about that. So I wanted to buy one. Well, actually no, the two thumb screws that I had was apparently pieced together by parts and by a friend. So I thought, oh no, I don't want to get one with just one thumb screw because it won't give me different angles. But no, and I thought it wouldn't be strong enough, because I hate it when you're trotting along and it falls down and it's loose. I like it to be nice and firm. But no, this is perfect. So normally in a million years I would never ever let her be munching grass next to the ponies here, just out of respect. I hate when people let their horses go and meet strange horses. What's all the strangle tests and this and that and all about? It's for a reason. Come on. But no, I've let her today far enough and far away enough, and it's just nice to see everything. I tell you, this place is like paradise for Lara. It makes her feel so happy and so chilled out in a non-explosive way. Just a really forward-going horse, a horse that's up for everything without being explosive. When you've got an ex-racehorse, that's what you want. I mean the non-explosive part. Bringing Lara back into work, when I was riding her out from the yard, it's very clear from the last few vlogs, I was getting a really explosive horse, and that's not the horse that I want. That was the horse I had 4 years ago. This is the horse I want. This is the horse. This is my horse back. I don't want that horse, like I said before, that I had 4 years ago. I mean, I loved her to bits then, but she was a bloody challenge then, and I just want the horse that I've built up to, and this is her here right now. So I couldn't stand riding her out there until she's back in full work. Then I'll ride her out from there again. Look, are they still selling this? It's still not sold. I'd have thought somebody would snap this up, because there's plenty of people with money around. There's only two things that I think would put people off. A footpath, a public footpath, but I've never seen people go through there, or flooding. But I've never seen this flooded either. Look, detached house, 4.67 acre stables, tack room, floodlit manage, beautiful landscape gardens. Good girl, so chilled out. Who cares about the landscape gardens? All you want is the manage, floodlit manage, and the stables. Oh, and having the ocean as your sand paddock too. So the way that we're coming back into work, other than bringing her to a place where she's non-explosive, so not from the yard, so coastal, near the coast, other than that, it's just loads and loads and loads of walking, coupled with a little bit of trot here and there without her getting too fuzzy. because I don't want none of that explosiveness, Lara. Till you're feeling back in full work, then yes, she can go off on one a little bit, because we're fully in the swing, but not now. For my sanity as well. Right, look where we are. So this is going to tell me a lot. So she's quite happy to go up here. If she switches off, that tells me a lot, and she is completely not. So that tells me that she's feeling very good in herself. Obviously I don't want her to feel good in a nuts way, just feeling good in herself. Because sometimes some horses, they switch off here, they don't want to come on. But no, this is telling me a lot. So we ain't going on the beach, my good girl. This is telling me so much. So guys, if you bring your horse to this point and it's somewhere that you come regular, obviously if it's somewhere that you come once in a while, you wouldn't know the difference. But if it's somewhere you come regular, if your horse switches off immediately, you know there's something wrong for them. But no, she's totally up for it. She's having a look, like passing with a dog. All we're going to do is cross this and come back again, because it gets very deep, and then sometimes you're just staring at that passing with a dog. Come on, get on. If you could see how deep in sand that was, and she just went in it. By the way, when I bring her back into work, no whip, nothing. That whip is carried when she's in full work, because I don't want it to act as a trigger for anything. Look at her, she's so happy to go on the beach. Okay, we are going to turn around and go back. So it's a bit undulating here, so this is really, really, really good for her back end, for her tendons, everything. She is switched on and with me, checking everything out. So with these ex racehorse types, it's so much about the mental thing as well. This is fabulous. She's doing really, really, really well. She is just so happy to be out somewhere else without being fuzzy. Come on. So she's been boxed so much lately. Obviously I've been getting her out, walking her around on the yard. But so she'll be moving her body about in a way that she hasn't for flipping ages, like maybe a month and a half. So now this ramp is quite a bit of a steep incline, so that's brilliant. Getting all these muscles working, my girl. It'll be a few weeks before we do anything other than this. Again, going down steep. I've been scared to lean back on her recently, so that's the most I've leant back, and I'm really happy with that. Well done. We don't pat. I forgot. Stroke. She's feeling lovely. She's feeling so chilled. My lovely Lara is back. She's feeling calm and relaxed, but forward going out for a gallop in the future. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be terrifying, it should be exhilarating. And if it's terrifying, there's something wrong. No. It's just so lovely to feel her again. have a munch. Later we'll be reintroducing her to water, to the sea, which is going to be fabulous for both of us, because it won't just be working her legs and tendons, it will be working her beautiful mind as well. We don't want that mind to get fuzzy, do we? We want it to stay extremely happy. I thought I'd get my phone out and give you a different angle, because there was no chance in hell I could do that from the yard, because I just thought she's going to kill me there. Oh, car, hang on. She's jumping a bit at cars going past. I really need both hands. Please stay calm, Lara. Please. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. Another win. She just didn't not react at all to the car. Yeah, so I did not dare take my phone out because I just thought she was going to kill me. It was so bloody frightening. But this is really nice. Really, really nice. Look, we can see the fells again. And she's tugging on my arm because she just wants to munch on grass. Lovely. Hey, girlie. Look at the monkey mane. Hey? Look at the monkey mane. She's tugging on me so that she can munch. So I'm having to just brace my tum a bit. Laura. Ah. We are unmatchy-matchy today because we are rusty and out of practice. We were never matchy-matchy. Do you know that, guys? I only started doing that for YouTube. Get up! Oh, my thigh muscles are crap at the moment, Lara. Right, I'm going to put this in my vlog because these are all my memories. You know, bringing my horse back into work, stuff like that, this and that. So I was like, should I even mention it? Yes, I am gonna. So basically, just when I did that phone footage, which you will have seen preceding this little clip here, come on, a driver went past me, yeah, and I was right on the side of the road, and he pulled up, yeah, and like if it was an older person, I would have, you know, got it. I would have just said sorry or whatever. He wasn't even old. He was like a young guy, and then he winds his window down, and he says to me, and he basically has a go at me, and he goes, FaceTiming on a horse, and then he finished the sentence with love. I should have just told him to piss off. So because I was staring at the screen, I was obviously videoing her. He thought I was FaceTiming. Now his issue wasn't the fact that we were doing it on the road, because if that was his issue, then I would have probably said, oh, you know, sorry, whatever. But he said, FaceTiming on a horse, love. Some people just ruin your joy. Doesn't he know? You know what I should have said to him? There are people, they go on the beach and they film themselves galloping down the beach with a phone. That's what they do. That was nothing. I was stood on the side of the road. Why can't he just mind his own business? Some people, they just completely trash on your joy. Like a couple of weeks back, I was too terrified to take the phone out and film her. She was that lethal, and the joy I was feeling, the fact that I was able to do that, and then this moron who clearly doesn't know what you've been through and that you've, you know, come out the other end, and his issue, I stress, was not that I was doing it on the road, it's that I was doing it on a horse. Oh my God, like I said, people film themselves from their phone galloping down the beach. Moron. Anyway, the amount of times people are on the phone talking to someone when they're hacking at a horse. Okay, not on the road, but like I said, I was right on the side. Anyway, got that out of my system.